We're back again. Welcome to the Sunblood Network, home or where you can be taught the technology of your mind and body. This is your host, General Y God signing on. And with that being said, we back with another one. This gonna be big. So recently I was doing some research, right? And how can I say? This is crazy tech to talk about, but I gotta talk about this. I was doing some research, you know, I do research on many different things so I can get to know things. But I was doing some research on I want to say it's the correct way. I just don't want to say it's the incorrect way, right? So I was doing some research and I didn't know this, but I know now. You know what I'm saying? So doing some research and what came up to me was what was it? It was how can I say? Certain Egyptian gods, right? So I'm looking at certain things and I decided to search a certain name just to see where the name translate from. You know what I'm saying? So I put in like Yah, then they put in Yahweh. Then I was like, hold on, I want to see the original form of the name though. So I'm looking at the name, and sure enough, the name was like YAHW. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, what world this translate from, right? Bro, this is mind blowing. Um, that god is actually an Egyptian god from the moon. And I was like, this just changed my whole perspective. Yeah, now I gotta do deeper research. Yeah, that is. I'm like, what? Okay, let's do some more research right here. I'm like, why no one say that? No one says that though. They just be like, oh no, you know, Yah is from right here. I'm like, no, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they call him. How they pronounce it in Egyptian time frame? Yahweh, Yahweh, because it got it's WAHW. But in this time frame, most people pronounce it as Yahweh, right? That's what most people say. But I'm trying to pronounce that the correct way. Like it's WYHW. So yeah. It's still you can still like hear it, but like when I was looking at it, I was like, so this is an Egyptian god from the moon? Like, yeah, I gotta do some research on the moon now. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta do some research up on the moon now. Like this is a different perspective. Yeah, this is a different perspective. I told you my mind be open, so I'll be like looking at things like I didn't know that. Mm-mm, I didn't know that. I'm sun dominant. I don't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I'll be looking at the moon like, let me get to know a little bit more. Yeah, I like the crescent moon, so that's what I like. That's what I like. Yeah, but had a whole full moon above his head too. Because certain Egyptian gods they wear like solar discs around their head, like the sun and stuff like that. But that right there, that was an eye opener right there for me. I was like, But then they go into like, because I'm gonna say this, some people they'll look at the Egyptian god like Thoth, right? But Thoth, and I'm trying to pronounce his name right, Yahweh. That's how they pronounce it in Egyptian time frame. I'm trying to figure if they're the same character with a different name, because that sometimes happens, or if they're the same character, because they both operate with like the moon. Both of them do. They do. Been doing some research, boy. Mine been like, let me do some deeper research up in here. Hold on, let me see that. All right. Get to know both sides, right? Different work. I see some people talking about Thoth. I'm trying to see something else right here. All right, let me see. Yeah, I was just looking at the Emerald Tablets too. I was looking at that. The Emerald Tablets, to me, because I deal with like multiple worlds, so I'm looking at the Emerald Tablets and the Ten Commandments. They have a correlation with each other. They do. I got to make out what it fully is. I'm just getting into it, so don't ask me about all. But they have a correlation with each other. They do. The more and more I start to figure out about natural systems, to me, in the Egyptian time frame, they more looked at, like say today, the popular word is a church, right? In that time frame, it's more like temples. But the temples wasn't for like, they were more like for like information and data. Like if you want to be informed on something, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, like self-teaching, you know what I'm saying? So when I look at the churches today, I'm like, these are a replica of that world, right? Okay. And then I was looking into something else. Well, the pyramids too, right? Now, a lot of people, they look at the pyramids like, okay, it's the pyramid, you know what I mean? What it be, but you got to look at the functionality of the pyramid too, to get to know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I was paying attention to two systems, right? Now, when it comes to like pyramids, right? Certain pyramids deal with the sun, right? Now pay attention to this though too. I was like, okay, so in this time frame, spirituality systems and Egyptian time frame, they deal with the sun. They deal with many things, but I'm just talking about the sun for right now. And what I started to understand was that I already understood, but it's like I had a higher level. I was like, so the sun already transferred information and data to the earth. Well, you should know that by now. I'm like, okay. But then when it comes to certain pyramids, they can transfer like soul, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but then when I'm looking at the pyramids, like, okay, they could transfer soul, whatever they transfer, right? I'm looking at churches like, y'all don't do none of that? Like, oh, no, we don't do none of that stuff. Oh, no, we don't do that. Bullshit. Fuck out of here. Can I ask you a question? The moon supposedly deal with water, doesn't it? It does, doesn't it? Right. Okay, so let me ask you a question real quick. Your body has water in it too, right? Okay, great. All right. And then you go through a baptism that deal with water too, right? Right. So what I'm showing you is two systems. One system underneath the sun, the other one look like it's underneath the moon. Look like two different systems, if you ask me. Yeah, based on water. Yeah, that's what the moon's supposed to deal with, right? Right? That's what everybody say. You know what I'm saying? So the baptism deal with water. You gotta think about that. Now, if you want me to give you more intel on that, I can tell you. But you know, for some people, they don't understand what they're dealing with when they're going through a baptism. You know what I'm talking about? It's okay. But water has the same ability as soul, and I'll show you. Soul, right, can transfer itself. Water can transfer things as well. So if you put something inside of water, it can transfer somewhere else. It's just like if you drink, let's say, a soda. The soda, right, it's carbonated. Now it's going to turn your water inside your body carbonated. You just did a water transfer. That's what you just did. Just like eating a watermelon. Majority of watermelon is just strictly water. Yeah, you get you a nice little blender, you blend it all up, you be like, yeah, you're right, it's a whole bunch of water. I told you. Now you drink that whole watermelon right there, guess what? You just powered up your water. It depends on what you input in your water system. That's what you got to worry about, okay? That's what you got to worry about. You got to worry about that. I'm done. You see what's in the comment section? Check that out. Look at that one. Someone had said, I guess in their experience, this is what they're going through. They said, I see America. Okay. And they say they failed nation. Okay. They said they cry because they don't want this failed nation. Okay. And they said they don't want Trump, and they said they want Biden. Okay. None of that is playing in front of you. You just got to enjoy the show. Okay? Sometime in life, you just got to enjoy the show. Okay? I don't know why you want to pick Biden. I told you, setup's right here. Right? Look, pay attention in the comment section before you look at me. All right? I don't know why you would pick Biden, though. Why would you do that? It's just like when I told black folks, I said, you ain't see that crime bill he just did on y'all? Y'all ain't see that? Oh, you just forgot? Oh, when Biden get in there again, right? Nah, not saying he gonna get in there again. I'm talking about previously when he got in there, he did y'all dirty. Yeah, he did y'all dirty. He gave everything to the immigrants. Well, I'm not supposed to tell the truth on that. That didn't happen in front of our faces. Oh, just get quiet. Just put your head underneath the goddamn doormat. It's all good. So I'm supposed to side with traitors. You know, it's an option to side with that, right? All right, get Joe Biden the fuck up out of here, bro. Just like Mr. Obama, fuck him too. Now what's up? Now your mind question like, what the fuck? I didn't expect you to say that. I know. I'm smart. I'm not dumb. Fuck both of them. They fucking dumb. Yeah, they both dumb. Fucking dumbs. Neither one of them ain't no damn good. Give a fuck about your fucking Power Ranger color and shit. You think I give a fuck about that? I give a fuck about that. White Ranger, Black Ranger, and they both fucked up Rangers. Motherfuckers getting caught up in the goddamn fucking color card. Shit don't make no fucking sense. It don't. Just gonna sell out America like that, and we just supposed to shut the fuck up. Just turn to the side like this, nothing happening. No, we can see what the fuck going on. Everybody just getting mad. You in a federal state? Yes. That's why it's going broke. The federal government not trying to get them no money. You know why? Because they doing fraudulent shit. Now, get mad at that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. Get mad at them doing they wasn't doing fraudulent shit with the money, then guess what? You wouldn't be in the predicament you were in. You getting mad at the one that's trying to clean it up. Sit your dumb ass down. That's these damn fucking, they don't know what the fuck going on. That's what's wrong with them. I said that. They don't know what the fuck going on. Everybody look at this first off, before Mr. 47 got into the chair, right, this shit been going downhill. Oh, it just went downhill when he got in the chair. Get the fuck out of here. Sick of that dumbass program y'all be writing on there and shit. Cause it's just a fucking program. What's your legit reason why you don't like Mr. 47? Because the news, shut the fuck up. Fuck about that damn news box. Shit is brazy tech up out here. Somebody try to help y'all and y'all making a ruckus out of that. Somebody need to slap the fuck out of y'all. Everything going to hell because Mr. 47. Everything been hell. Fuck is you talking about? You just being introduced to hell. That's all. Oh. And what's hell? Cause you lost your job? That's what hell is? Cause you can't work the job no more? Sound like freedom. Fuck off. Go find something else to do in life. Go. What else did you do to work? Stop being a slave? Motherfuckers be trying to help motherfuckers. Motherfuckers be getting mad. Like, yo, I'm trying to tell you. Fuck y'all getting mad for. Oh, no. I'm saying. I'm gonna say this, right? They ain't got no comeback from what I did to them last time. They definitely don't. I be looking at them in the comment section like, oh, okay. A lot of these people in here got a fucking mental disease. You can tell. Shit's crazy as fuck. I mean, shit, you probably need to pay attention to what you're putting in front of your face. That's not what you're saying, though. Yeah, that's not what you're saying. I'm gonna show you something in America, right? If you go to certain people, they don't do research. So if you go over here to New York State, right, they got statues, right? And these statues, they got like, like certain angel figures, right? And these angel figures got a trump. They got a trumpet. And when they blow the trumpet, right, a whole nother world started emerging and shit. Wars, destruction, and everything, right? Now the trump is playing again. And people are like, hell no, we don't like this. Oh, I know what that means. You know what that means, right? That means that all these people were here from the old world order. That's where they from. That's where they from right there. That's the old world order right there. I told you. People be exposing themselves right there. See that? That's the old world order. So, like I say again, like, if a war happened in America, it's between each other. That's it. That's it. People show it on the internet every day. Yeah. Ain't that right, chat? Ain't that right? Let Russia do their own thing. We ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm done. They said free Greenland. I'm done. But he said America started 250 years ago. Time's up. You think because you looked at the 4th of July thing, the anniversary of America, you think it's 250 years? So slow down. Slow. So you can see what you put in front of your face. You said 250 years America only been existing, right? So if we go back 250 years from right now, right? Then what was this called then? Supposedly the clock is over what, 2,000 years? So what's this called? Oh, that's the world that you probably live in. Everybody don't live in the same world. You know that, right? You do know that, right? It all come down to consciousness. 250 years. I don't care nothing about none of that. You know why? You know why? Boy said, look at this shit funny as fuck. Boy, that's what I said, the narratives be funny. Boy, only if y'all knew. We're gonna keep on watching the Russia and Ukraine thing. They called it a so-called invasion. I'm done. They called it an invasion. So can I ask you a question? So if you're saying that, well, pay attention. If you're saying that Russia invaded, right, on Ukraine, what about the land that you stand on today? There's no invasion that happened here. Watch them shut the fuck up, though. Watch. There's no invasion that happened here, right? No, this was just all free land. Yeah, okay. yeah. Anybody know they native tribes understand like bullshit? Like bullshit. Yeah. Anybody want to talk about that? Oh yeah, see, everybody want to talk about every invasion, right? That happened, or supposedly whatever invasion, right? Allegedly, right? See what I'm saying? So more importantly, what about the invasion that happened here? Everybody shut the fuck up though. But listen though, this is the funny thing about the situation. All these people, right? They go to literally school. They go underneath a subject, right? That subject is called U.S. history, right? But the thing about it is this: even if they're reading the side of the truth or the side of the lies, it shows you on both sides someone was already here. Even if you want to say, okay, we're not going to look at Christopher Columbus. We're going to look at the Spanish. We're going to look at them. See where they go at. See what they were doing. Then you start to realize, like, hold the fuck up. So the Spanish had a war with Seminoles on this land? Yes, in Florida. But just the thing about it, how is it that you go through U.S. history and you don't have that part of U.S. history installed inside your mind? How you don't have that? So how did you pass U.S. history if you don't know the full history of what happened here? All right then, get the fuck up out of here. Motherfucker tell me something, I passed U.S. No, you don't. Name all the tribes in America. Name all the tribes that went to war. Name all the tribes that went to war with each other. Okay then. You don't know shit. The fuck off the land. Think you know something. You don't know. Looking for, buddy. No. Got it? I'm not trying to talk about none of that. See how when I say go look at the wars when it come to the Spanish people, right? But they not looking at the wars where the Spanish came here and got whooped out by the Seminoles. Some crazy tech on them. That war was bloody. Very bloody. But none of it is installed inside your minds. You notice the algorithm in U.S. history? This is when you know someone took up false history. This is how you know. How you going to sit on this land and say, oh, I don't know nothing about the native tribes that were here? Then you don't know what happened then. Yeah, you can't just go skip from Mr. Christopher Columbus time frame and then go into that time frame. And no, you can't do that. You got to go through all the wars. That way you know what's going on today. Okay? You should think about it, right? Think about this. Do someone's stolen land ever get returned? Keep that in the back of your head right there. You think about that, all right? I know you thinking in your head like, oh man, we live in a day that shit don't even matter. Like, no. You right. You live in a day, you think it don't matter. I'm just saying a question in the back of your head. Do stolen land ever get returned back? Gotta ask yourself that. Maybe you'll get to know as you watch life. You know what I'm talking about? That's what life about, just watching it, interacting with it, right? All right. Probably get to know something. You know what I'm saying? Stolen land. Prove to me it's not stolen. And I'll prove to you that it's stolen. And I'll use your U.S. history books. Okay? I'll make it easy for you. Okay? But where you had to start is from, you cannot start from, just Mr. Christopher Columbus time frame. No. You have to go back and you have to understand who was he fighting? What tribes was he fighting? Oh, slow down. Once you discover the tribes that he's fighting, that lets you know, this is their land. Okay? All right. You always remember that, all right? All right. Just because the system got switched up, it doesn't mean that system is like unknown. Like, no one knows about it. It's just top site secret information. No, it's everywhere. Native tribes still exist in front of your face. Yeah. The system just tried to call everybody a color code. There you go. And then stuff a whole bunch of immigrants in here. That way you don't know about how much genocide happened here. Yeah, the little city that you're standing in? Oh yeah, it's a lot of genocide that happened there. You don't know that, do you? Can I ask you a question? When you build a city, right, don't you build the city over top of things? Oh. If you build things over top of things, you can cover things up, can't you? You think about that while you're inside that city. You're just driving around, doing what you're doing. You may not know that your house had probably over 500 bodies underneath it. You don't know. How do you know? I don't know that. Of course you don't know. But can I ask you a question? For those people that got murdered based on who they are, based on what they do, right? That has nothing to do with nobody else. Do they ever get avenged? Or it's just, oh, fuck them? Now you keep that question in the back of your head, too. Stolen land, does it get returned back? And then, if you commit genocide a bunch of group of people and then cover the shit up with cities, I mean, if you want to talk about the uprising of America, yeah, this is where it starts. Please don't come to me with your Christopher Columbus thing. Please don't. Because even in there, it shows you that, yeah, some people, they were already living here. Yeah, they're right there in front of your face. If you just stop being so ignorant to yourself. Shit is quite funny. People don't even know where they at. This is America. Yeah. And that's been about, what, 250 years? Okay, so what was it called before that? And what were the people that was this? And then can I ask you a question? Let me ask you a question real quick. Let me ask you a question, right? Setups, right? Like, say if I was your enemy, right? Like, if I was your enemy, like, just to fuck over your people. I'm playing devil advocate. That's what they call it. Okay? So pay attention to this. What happened if I'm your enemy and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck over your people and make it seem like I never fucked over them? Can I ask you a question? What happened if you have native tribes that are already here that you so-called call black people? And they have the same skin tones as people from Africa's, Jamaica's. Right? What happened if you be like, we're gonna remove these natives up out of here, just destroy them, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace them with black people that got color. Jamaican, Haitian, Africans. No? I mean, shit, if I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure somebody wanted to do it, right? Or has it already been done? In front of you. That's not genocide. Oh, because you just covered them with some other black people that come from another land that are not technically black people. How are they black? How? They call themselves based on what their land is named. Where are you from? Jamaica. He's a Jamaican, based on the land. So, what's going on here? That's not a cover-up? That's just normal, right? I know that's just normal. Yeah, you should think about that. Everybody around things and they like, yeah. And then group everybody together. That way, it make it look like it never happened. See? Fucked up world, ain't it? Fucked up ass world. This world going to hell. You know that, right? This world going to hell. You should know that by now. You can't just do some shit like that and get away with it. I'm not saying you can't do it, but get away with it? Nah, I don't think you're going to get away with that. Nah. That? And then you take their babies, right? You change their whole conscience. They don't even know. This is what they think about it. Oh, it's about race. Damn. They done replace the mind frame of what originally was going on. Damn. This game is fuckery. I get the weeding them out. See what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't war. It definitely ain't war. You just gonna sum that up to just, oh, that's just war. That's just how war goes. Nah. Nah, I don't care about none of that. I want to talk to people that know about the native wars that happened here in the beginning. Yeah, that's what I want to talk to. Yeah, because they know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I want to talk to those type of people. I see your comments. Now I see your comments. I see your comments down in the comment section. I see you. But I want to talk to them people. Yeah, the people that's from, they know they native tribes. They look just like me, right? Right. They look just like me. They like, nah, I know. You know? Yeah, I know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Seminoles. Go look at our wars. Boy, put your tech on the ground. Boy, we're right up the street from the Aztecs right here. Yeah, Texas right there. It's right up the street. Just cut through right there. Bam, you right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you spell Texas backwards, you get Aztec, right? You ain't know that, right? Can I ask you a question? Why would someone do that? If the Aztecs don't exist no more, right? Why would someone spell the word Texas, but when you spell it backwards, you get the word Aztec again? Why would someone do that? You ever noticed that before? You ain't never noticed that before, have you? I know. Can I ask you a question? Is they hiding in front of you and shit? Playing magic tricks with your mind and shit? They could be and shit. Even though you think they don't exist, they still exist in front of you. Yeah, I realized that myself. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. Oh, listen, this not a kids channel for one. Okay? And please, this is what I would tell you, right? You are not God to me. So please don't request me to do anything that I'm doing in front of you. And furthermore, the dimension of your consciousness says that I'm smoking. That's not how my conscious understand things. You are talking about one word. That's not what I'm doing in front of you. Pay attention to the setup in front of you so you can educate the children if they're children in front of the camera. Children, what I'm doing in front of you is, this is a herb. The herb comes from the consciousness of the earth, for one, okay? Everything that's within the herb, right, is within my body, okay? So everything that's inside of the herb, the only thing I'm doing is inhaling the information and data that is inside the herb, okay? That way, the herb and my body, we can become one. So what your mother or father is thinking about, that's what's happening in front of them, okay? I would encourage everyone, right, that, you know, when you are getting to the age of, to actually go get you some flowers or go get you some herbs. They have many different selections. They have indica, sativa. They also have hybrids as well, okay? Just get to know the education behind it. That way you can understand how it operates with your body and also how it can actually make you develop as well, depending on what you want to choose, okay? All right. With that being said, please don't talk about anything that I'm doing. Only I can speak about what I'm doing. Do you understand that? All right, thank you. Have a great day. can't stand when human beings do stuff like that. Like, oh, you're over here smoking. Like, excuse me, stop. First off, what you have to understand is this. The technology of your mind is on mental illness mode, for one. How are you going to look at someone and just create an issue inside the technology of your mind? What is wrong with you? If you're going to create an issue inside the technology of your mind, solve it upon yourself. Do not expect me to solve it with you. I'm not your second player. You're not God to me. You got that? All right, I just want to let you know that. I don't care about what people say about me. So I just want to let you know that, okay? I just want to let you know that. You can say anything that you want to say about me, but don't come on my station and telling me what I'm doing. You're not going to do that. He's smoking. They're mentally ill in that third dimension. Now, come here so you can understand something with yourself. Can I ask you a question? What is smoking? When I'm inhaling. Shit is brazy up out of here. I'm trying to make sure my conscience is great. And I got an individual telling me, oh, you are smoking? Is that a crime? No, it's not a crime, sir. So why are you stirring up problems inside the technology of your mind? Because that's the way how my mind is calibrated, sir. Like a fucking AI. What's wrong with people, bro? I'm enjoying life on this end. Do you understand? Okay, give a fuck about your opinions. Is that disrespectful? Maybe I should get more disrespectful. Got time for the tech right here. I said that to you. I definitely did, and I feel good for saying that. Sure do. I remember this one girl, she came up to me. She was trying to create an issue. I said, excuse me. I said, did you just see what your mind just did? She was like, oh, no, I'm trying to tell you about, stop. You're not trying to tell me about nothing. Your mind just created an issue, and you're trying to tell me about the issue that your mind just created. All right, solve it upon with yourself. Solve there you go. Use your own mind. There you go. You're not going to use my mind to solve your problems. Wow. She was sick. Bro, the way she looked at me, she gave me that look like, okay, he know what I'm doing. Never mind. Yeah, this motherfucker's aware. What the fuck? She knew what she was doing. You over here trying to scam, ain't you? You trying to bait me into a conversation. You not coming in like that. I don't know why girls be doing it. They're like, hold on, I'm gonna try to talk to them, but let me just start some shit, and then we can start talking. Like, no. That algorithm get declined. I got this one girl chasing me around where I work at right now. She be chasing me around. And I be laughing. And she be sitting there like, what is he laughing at? At your dumb ass. Why are you chasing me around? You're not supposed to do that. You're an American woman. You're supposed to be strong, independent. You're not supposed to chase me. Isn't I supposed to chase you? I'm not going to do that, though. I do that to all girls. I'm like, you want me to chase you? She'd be like, yes. I'm like, let me get behind you, okay? Ready, get set, go. Yeah, I got some things to take care of. It'll probably take her 3 weeks to catch up with her mind that I'm not actually chasing her fucking setups. Anyways, while that's brewing, in 3 weeks, I'll be right back. Bro, no fucking way you just did that. What? Nah, it's all right. I don't be doing the chase game. No, I do play chase. Chase Bank, though. Yeah, they got loans, credit lines, business transactions. Counts. I be playing that chase. I know a whole lot about it. But I know nothing about chasing girls. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to get to know what that is. But I know everything about Chase Bank you want to know. I'll show you how to play the game of Chase Bank. You can get you a checkings account. Certain credit cards give you certain savings back. They got business accounts too. Make your business look good. You know what I'm talking about? They got business loan, but I wouldn't suggest taking it out. Interest rates looking crazy for you, okay? All right. So with that being said, or whatever the case may be, that's the games that I play, okay? I don't chase girls. Even when they chasing me, I'm still looking at her skeptical, like, why you chasing me, girl? You're trying to set me up, ain't you? You're trying to set me up, ain't you? I remember this one girl, she was like, what's wrong with you? Why you think everybody trying to set you up? No. What you doing? Why you coming around me? What's up? No, you just got good energy. Oh, so you want some of my energy and shit. So you a vampire. No, it's not like that. You know what I mean? Just like coming around you, talking to you and stuff like, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes on her. Listen. Do half of a red flag. I'm out of here. Nah, I don't do whole red flags. Half of a red flag. I'm out of there. Yup. No, I love peace. Hell yeah. Do you know what peace is? See, you don't know what that is. I'm addicted to that shit. Yeah, I got addictions too, but I'm addicted to peace. I'm addicted to that shit. Silenceness. See what I'm talking about? You don't know what type of world that is. You stuck in noise. Everything's stagnant and shit. Low vibrationals and shit. Yeah. I'm in a different world. I ain't with all that other stuff. Nah. We're gonna have a great time, but all that negativity every day? Hell no. And then, this be the thing. With me, I'm with negativity, right? But we gotta do it together on some other shit. We can't be using that negativity. Let me do it on you do it on... What is this? No. We're gonna use the negativity. We're gonna do this. Yeah? Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're just not gonna be using that shit on me. Hell no. No. I get negative sometimes. I do. I get that itch. I be like, I gotta do something. Like, oh my God, what you about to do? I gotta do something negative. I gotta do it. Yeah, I gotta do it in a creative way though. Yeah. That's why I said my negativity is out of this world. People be like, I know you just didn't just do that shit. What? Something wrong with that? No way you just did that, bro. What? There's nothing wrong with that. I am. I'm negative too. I'm being honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you I'm not negative. I am negative too. I'm both sides. I am positive. I am negative. I am both sides. Yeah, I can't pick one side. If I pick positive, I know what you want me to pick. You want me to pick popular thing. You look like you're positive. Yeah, it don't work like that for me. See, let me show you like this, right? So it's like, you know how people say like, people have personalities, right? So like I got a personality that's positive and negative. See? And I can't keep one over the other. I can't do that. It just don't work. No, it don't work like that. It just don't work. It just don't. No. It's like two twins fighting each other. Yeah, I don't got time for doing that. No, fuck that. What's this? Positivity. Oh, he says. What's this? Negativity. Fuck y'all. And I said that in front of your face. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Hold on, you was just professional right here. No, it stopped being professional and it got into some other shit. So fuck y'all. Wow, I can't believe he just said that to us. He has on a nice suit and everything, loafers and everything. Wow. Yeah, fuck y'all. Go somewhere else. It's the expression of your personalities. You're just gonna keep your personalities and not express them? Oh no, I'm gonna express my personality. Yeah, in every situation. If you just one girl, I'd be like, yeah, why this fat bitch coming over here? And I know she'd be hearing me, but she'd be like, I'm not gonna say nothing to him. Because I know it's gonna get worse. No, it ain't gonna get worse, because as soon as you start arguing, right, I'm gonna walk off like I did nothing. That's the psychological trick. See if you answer. There you go. Pick up like Dow speed. There you go. Stay the fuck away from me. Right. I'm not no tree for you to post up around. Hell no. Shit is brazy tech. Somebody on here talking about something. I deleted one of their comments. I'm done. What's happening, bro? I see you in there. What Christ you talking about? Hold on, stop. Slow down. Come here. What's that right there? Platter 7. Yeah. What Christ you talking about? I just want to know. I'm done. Bye. I know they ain't had no kids. People be funny in the comment section. No, I'm not talking to you, bro. I'm talking to somebody else. I'm talking to Platter 7, bro. Yeah, who is it? Yeah, Jim's 9. I'm not talking about you. And then, what facts are you talking about? I be speaking facts, bro. I'm not saying you don't, but what facts? You gotta put me on. What facts you talking about? You talking about the fax machine? Nah, I'm just fucking around, bro. I'm done. See you and you ain't catch the setup. I put it in front of you, but I don't think you seen it. Look, pay attention. Fax machines, what do? They fax things, right? Okay. Do we fax things to each other? You gonna be like, no. Yes, we do. Watch. I say something truthful, right? You say facts. But your mind remember the truth, though. So it got transferred to you, too. How you don't know that? It happened in front of your face, right there. It's right there in front of you. Yeah. It's all good. I was trying to get the platter, who was that? Platter 7. Yeah, Platter 7. Pitter Platter 7. Pitter Platter 7. I was talking to that person right there. They're talking about some doing some work with me. They're talking about some Christ is King. Christ is King. Christ is King, huh? Christ is a king, huh? Christ is a king. Okay. Yeah. Christ is more than a king. That's why I asked him. I said, what Christ you claiming? Hold on, stop. What Christ you claim? Nah, you gotta tell me what Christ you claim. Tell me what Christ. You know what I'm saying? And this right here holds, yo, that's just so funny, right? So people don't understand, like, the bigger your head, the more information and data you hold. Bruh, went to the store the other day, right? Went to Walmart, right? I've seen this girl, I'm looking at her. Bro, she had the most smallest head. Bro, her head was so small, I was like, I'm thankful for my head. Yeah, I don't want my head to be that small. That's too small. Because I'm looking at her head like, your mind is small. Yeah, your mind is very small. I wouldn't expect too much from you. I'm fucking done. I'm be honest with you. When I look at people with small heads, I'll be like, I ain't looking too much from you. Nah, I'm not looking too much from you. I'm not. You got a small little mind. No, that's what was given to you from your bloodline. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not upset with you and your bloodline, but I can't expect nothing big from you. You got a small head. How can I expect anything big from you? You got a small ass head. The biggest thinkers in the world got the biggest heads. Did you realize that? Right. So I'm thankful for my big ass head, if that's what you call it. Okay? All right. My shit hold many information and data. Multi-dimensional mind. Got it? When you got a small ass cranium, you can't hold too much of that shit. Hell no. Okay? All right. I know y'all look at everything as negative when it comes towards how we look and shit, but bitch, I'm luxurious. And no, come here. Give me your mind right here. I wasn't looking for validation, okay? All right, there we go. That comment was for myself. There you go, right there. Shit is crazy to say. You talking about the Christ thing? That's what I was just talking about. I'm fucking done. Bro, look at this. Small minds get shattered, surrounded by big ones. So we just trying to make sure, you know, we still here in case you find us useless. I'm fucking done. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. What's useful with a small mind? Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know, cause I don't know. None of that. Bruh said, look, bruh said, why don't you just get rid of us? No, hold on, slow down. It's not that easy. See, I know what you want. You want obliteration. That's what you want. Because you want to see certain things, don't you? I know. Keep on disobeying yourself, and it'll get there. At least I showed you the path. Yeah. I'm just showing you. I told you I play with both sides of the coin. I don't pick one side of the coin. So if you want to go down there, you can go down there. There you go. Let me know what happened. Okay? Then not just let me know. I just want to know what's going to happen over there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Bro, like, you just going to lead them to destruction? Like, stop. I'm not the leader of the destruction. Pay attention. I just know the road. What he requested. What is your request, sir? I want to know why you didn't blow all us up yet. Oh, that'll happen if that's what you're searching for. But you just got to keep going down that road of self-destruction. Lead you right there. Yes? Yes. Okay. All right. Let me know how it go down there. I kind of already walked off that road already. So I don't know what's going on in there. I'm on another thing. You know what I'm talking about? Just let me know what's happening on the end, okay? Now just let me know. Just call me through the telephone. Let me know what's happening, all right? I probably already know what's going on. I'm already probably looking at it already. So, okay. I know I used to be on self-destruction, Death Row mode. Hell yeah, I used to be on that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Heavy. Didn't even know. Unawarely. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. It's why, like, what did y'all do? What did they do? Or what are they continuously still doing? Right there on the planet. What they doing? You know, every night that go by, right? You know, certain parents is starting to tell their kids the truth. They specifically do it at nighttime, though. Yeah. Some kids, yeah, they being told the truth. Yep. Specifically at nighttime, though, they be being told the truth by their parents. And the kids be looking at their parents like, so this is real? Like, yeah. I don't know. You tell me. What's the two guaranteed things? Let me know what that is. What that mean? Nah, that's not really guaranteed. I'm gonna show you why. You don't know what death is, for one. And those taxes, you definitely don't know what that is either. Yeah, you don't know what that is. Tell me what death is. Let me know. And then tell me what taxes are. And then I'll tell you what it really is. Oh, snaps. They still on death and taxes. The mind job in this world is quite funny. It can't be death and it can't be taxes. That's not a guarantee. Can I ask you a question? You see how you know about the taxes when it comes towards another business? They taught you how to pay taxes inside of school, but they never taught you how to do business taxes. Why is that? Slow down. Didn't I tell you was gonna come over here? Didn't I tell you was gonna come over here? Didn't I tell you? Come here. Now look, right? I'm gonna go back over here to the business thing in just a second. You see the Nolan Wells got drunk and floated, right? That's the things that their parents be telling their kids about right there at nighttime. Mm-hmm. What y'all think going on in front of y'all? What y'all really think going on in front of y'all? Just let me know. See, this is what I always say all the time, right? It's no need on judging the past right here. You already gonna be the past right here, right? You already made your bed and laid in it. Can I ask you a question? What happened if someone said, all right, I already know I'm gonna have to go to war with y'all from the past, because that's where it started at. But I want to know, right, if your children side with what you do too. What happened if children is being tested? You know how they say children is innocent, right? Children innocent, ain't they? They innocent. So they're innocent, that mean they will tell the truth, ain't that right? Ain't that right? That means they'll be telling the truth in the case of what had happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Right there on Horns Island right there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. This world playing the way it need to play. Yeah. This shit quite funny, ain't it? This shit funny. Somebody do a Machiavelli on your shit, then shit ain't funny no more. So them is kids. Kids is innocent, right? Kids don't do nothing bad to people. Can I ask you a question though? If a kid get raised by their parents, and their parents got old ways that their child is saying, I'm gonna be just like them, is they still innocent? Because of the word kid? So it's innocent because it's the word, right? All the actions of what it did, right, is all forgiven because it's a kid. Yeah. Shit is funny. They trying to get them excuses. Oh my God. I laugh. If the shoe is on the other foot, is it misleading too? Is it? Huh? Is it? Let me know. Oh, you got nothing to say about that. I know. No. You don't even understand what is going on in front of you, child. We don't need that. I'll say it in front of you. Because I don't give a fuck. What you have to understand is that the life that you live is the life that you can live. That is your will. But understand that you can do things in the world, right? But you have to answer for them. You do. So, right, as this test goes on, you should more look at it as an investigation. That's what you should look at it as. And then, right, the things that happen, right, will let you know why this had to happen. Okay? Or we're just watching a show. It's a beautiful show, isn't it, today, right? I know. But then when it gets to another part, it's not beautiful, isn't it? I know. Okay. Yeah. You didn't think about it like that? What, you looked at it like maybe like oh yeah, like, it's just, it's just gonna be like this until people just uprise. Stop. You said the people uprise. Pay attention to the fucking setup. You didn't see that uprising that just happened right there inside the fucking Capitol? All right. Furthermore, that's an uprising. Where's the people that's supposed to be backing it and supporting it? No, they already have your mind mentally already fucked already. You know why? You're simply going to go against those people. You're going to say they're radical such and such, such and such. They're part of such and such, such group. That's what you're going to do. You're going to follow the algorithm of the fucking television. There you go, okay? So once they kill your mind just like that with the television, guess what? You're not going to fucking rebel. And you're not going to know what a rebellion is. You think you know what a rebellion is? Say you got a whole bunch of people that's in America like, we're rebelling against the system. Off top, the other people going to try to fight them. Thank you. Now, something like this can happen where people say, fuck the psychological game. Fuck this. Blow everything up. I know the first thing you think about, well, we have police and military personnel. I understand what you're saying, but there's way more people than the fucking military personnel. I understand you got military. I know, but martial law won't exist if people like, fuck y'all. Fuck out the way. You think that's not here, but it played in front of you. Okay? They got a pardon. Okay? All right? Can't get mad at that pardon. Yeah, Joe Biden over there pardoning motherfucking crackheads and shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. No, what you just said. I don't give a fuck about that. That's what that boy over there doing.